Ronan and Ferocious Friends, the mini madness team that impressed many people with their impressive run. They left everything on the court and went all out for this tournament. Ronan and Ferocious Friends had very similar beginnings to the other teams.
Well, we've been friends since elementary school, and we decided that we got good chemistry together and we wanted to run it.
Unlike the other teams, this group was looking to compete rather than just have fun.
I want an opportunity to compete with the boys. They're out here practicing doing ones, but and I wanted to give it everything we got.
Their commitment and goals for the season are what separated them from their competitors.
Our goals are simple: to put everything we got on the floor, see where God takes us, the path that God has for us. And I do believe if we play our best brand of basketball, we can win it all.
They showed their commitment by their preparation plans.
I think the main thing is we're going to schedule some practice sessions as a team just to get warmed up again. Like many of us haven't played in a while. Also maybe coordinate some sort of plays to make sure that we're all well in sync.
Going into their first game, the team felt very ready because of their preparation.
I feel pretty confident with this first game. Definitely feel like we have a really good squad and have a really good shot to win this whole thing, but important not to be too cocky. Just make sure we're level-headed throughout the whole game, play like we've practiced, and then make sure that we execute upon our plans.
Right from the tip-off, this game was crazy exciting, with many chaotic plays from both teams. However, standout plays from Gabe DeHoff with great three-point shooting allowed the Ronan and Ferocious Friends team to breeze through their first game. After this interesting display in the first game, the team realized how nerve-wracking it could be to play in front of so many of their peers.
To say it's really exciting, it motivates you a lot. It's a little nerve-wracking in the beginning, but yeah, afterwards it's really motivating, and I think it just increases everyone's effort. Even though we weren't playing well, everyone was putting in a lot of effort, and that was really good to see.
Additionally, the team learned work needed to be done and continued to show how bought in they were by changing their strategies.
So for the rest of the tournament, I think we're going to work on having a few plays instead of multiple plays so that we can, everyone knows their exact role, and then we can actually run those plays in-game. And then also we're just going to work on spreading out more on offense so that we don't congest the paint.
The team also had some technical changes in players' playtime.
I think we're definitely making changes to the rotation because I hit a couple threes and I wasn't starting last game, but I think I'll start this game. And yeah, I think that's it. Pretty much just that. I mean, we're just rotational change-ups and then some more offensive changes as well. Yeah.
By implementing these changes and playing free, the players felt ready to take on their next game against a much better opponent.
I like my odds. I think if we just stick to our game, we knock down a couple of threes, this should be an easy win for us. Yeah.
Unlike the first game, this time both teams were locked in and extremely comfortable playing in front of the crowd. It came down to the last shot, going into overtime, with great competitiveness from both teams. Ultimately, in the end, great defense from Wyatt Daru locking up the other team's best player, and overall ball movement from Ronan and Ferocious Friends allowed them to make the game-winning play in clutch time. This insane ending to their last game brought them the confidence the team needed to know they could compete, but they stayed steady on their goals and still were focused on improving.
Well, I think what failed was we tried to implement some plays, but it's hard to implement plays if you don't practice them and everyone shows up, or just try and have chemistry off the ball, good screens, and that didn't work out as well. But we did have a lot better spacing. We got a good amount of rebounds off a team that was definitely taller than us and more physical, so I thought that was very impressive.
Thinking back on some of their failures, the team knew what they needed to change.
Well, in order to win, we're going to keep on facing better and better teams. We need to play to what our potential is. In last game, we had a ton of turnovers. That cannot happen again. We got to play better. We got to play cleaner. We got to play passes to the guys next to us. Don't try and pass across the court. It doesn't work out. And if you do pass across the court, that guy's not going to be open anyways. So why pass in the first place? It doesn't make sense.
The team also mentioned that playing in the game felt good and uplifted spirit and hopes for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, we had a lot of people on the sidelines, cheering us on. It was just super fun to be a part of a game that was so high intensity and super close. Just glad that we came up on top. We played, our brand of basketball, like I said before, and it worked out for us. We passed the ball well. We had a lot better spacing, and everything sort of clicked.
Even though they felt great after the win, the team didn't want to get overconfident.
Team spirit's high. Coming off a win like that, it doesn't get much higher than that. It's actually trying to bring us down to the middle level between and trying to stay in that middle level. Never want to get too high, never get too excited, and always just be looking forward, never in the past, and just the next possession, next points you're trying to score. And if we play like a team like we did last game, things will keep on turning out well.
Going into the next game, the team is looking past their opponent and for the championship.
I think we can go all the way. We're going to face guys this week, and if we win, some more guys this week that think they're tough, think they're nonchalant. No, we play hard, we play physical. We're going to try and beat them all. With our competitiveness, and just our edge, and our 9-seed Iowa mindset all the time.
Coming off a big win against a big team of seniors, Ronan and Ferocious Friends were looking to have another upset. However, this reality is quickly shut down. Aggressive defense on key players like Gabe DeHoff and main contributors being out with injuries like Zeman Garricky, they struggled to find a rhythm. However, even with these issues, they still managed to get it down to the last shot with a shot from Vishnu Iyer, almost sending the game to overtime. While this tough loss cut their season short, the team was still grateful for the opportunity to play and the memories they made.
I think both in the game is fun. Hitting a three is really fun. I had a couple of big shots. Everyone had some good shots. It's just fun to have that environment of everyone watching. You have your chance to shine. So it's fun like that. Yeah.
Reflecting on their season, the key for the enjoyment this team experienced was because of their main focuses.
As I said again, just make sure we have fun throughout this whole thing. Even though we are trying to win, not taking it too seriously is definitely healthy. And also just coming together, making sure that everyone actually enjoys this experience is important.
In the end, even though their goals weren't met, the way the tournament brought the team together was a win in itself.
Yeah, I think we've had multiple practices, and I just think it helps. We're really close as a friend group, and it's just really great having a reason to get together more often than we usually do.
Reporting for Scott News, I'm Ian Omar.